It looked like the sun was coming out, but all the clouds came, it seems, all of a sudden. Let's see if it starts raining. And what's going on today? How about with things underground in the water? I guess you don't have to worry about the quote rain there. This one says Spear 103 UW sub-to-air loitering UAS. A state-of-the-art encapsulated UAS, the NINOX 103 UW sub-to-air system has proven capabilities in underwater-to-air transition for beyond line-of-sight situational awareness. So there's this video and all that you can see. I guess it's literally that's what it does. It goes from underwater to the air. It says designed for undetectable underwater launch and focusing on real operational needs, the NINOX 103 UW is an autonomous AI-based system. Intuitive and easy to operate, it provides the most effective way for submarines, AUAVs, and other underwater platforms to gain instant aerial capabilities, supporting those of Special Forces, reconnaissance, and joint force operations. So a lot more, I guess, quote, drones that are meant for military use and all that. I guess normally that's where a lot of the innovations come from things like military-esque types of operations, I guess you could say. And what was going on here? Another claim of, I guess, a drone around an airport that stopped things like operations. This one says, airport disruption after drone sightings near Download Festival. Passengers due to arrive at an airport were diverted after drone sightings near Download Festival. East Midlands Airport said 2 passenger flights were diverted to Leeds and Manchester on Friday afternoon. It follows drone-related disruption to nighttime cargo flights on Wednesday and Thursday. It doesn't seem like there's any tangible proof, as it usually is, it seems like, with these types of stories. But according to this, in terms of the announcement, it says here, the pilot announced there were drones in the area from Download Festival, so we were rerouted to Leeds. At first, we didn't know if we were actually going to have to get out at Leeds and make our way back. We've got our car here at Eastline Midlands, so there was a bit of a confusion and panic to start with. I guess in terms of one of the passengers, in terms of what was going on. If Gatwick was any example, you guys know how that turned out, claiming there was a drone here and there, essentially making everyone upset. And in the end, it seemed like there wasn't a quote drone, and there may be a possibility it was, who knows, something else. And in these cases, I would say the same thing again. Why not just quote take care of it, as opposed to mass hysteria and so forth. And this was kind of weird to read in one of those, does this actually help, or is it people just doing something for the sake of doing something? Apparently here, when it comes to cigarettes, there's warning labels on things like boxes, and this article kind of indicates they want, I guess, some kind of rule where they have to actually put the warnings on each individual cigarette. This one says, Canada poised to become first country to put health warnings on individual cigarettes. Canada is poised to become the first country in the world to require that a warning be printed on every cigarette. The move builds on Canada's mandate to include graphic photo warnings on tobacco products packaging, a groundbreaking policy that started an international trend when it was introduced 2 decades ago. And they say here, we need to address the concern that these messages may have lost their novelty, and to an extent, we worry that they may have lost their impact as well. Addictions Minister Carolyn Bennett said at a news conference Friday. And this is kind of further justification. It says adding health warnings on individual tobacco products will help ensure that these essential messages reach people, including the youth, who often access cigarettes one at a time in social situations, sidestepping the information printed on a package. To me, I would think most people know it's actually bad for you, but they do it anyways per se, so I don't know how this would help overall. Drinking alcohol isn't supposed to be good for you either, but people do it anyways, correct? So it's one of those things like there, would you say more labels and stuff would be necessary to discourage people? Because ultimately, I think it comes down to things like lifestyle and all that, where if they've made the decision to use that product, then there has to be something else to it. I don't think all the warning labels in the world would stop the person. All right, see you guys later.